In our other comparison video between the ECOVACS DEEBOT OZMO 950, the Roborock S5, and the iRobot Roomba i7, we explored the cleaning abilities of all three vacuums to see which was the best at being an actual vacuum. Now that we've determined the cleaning abilities of these robots, let's see which one actually feels more like a robot that actually does things for you versus an advanced tool that needs a bit of help to get things done. Navigation and mapping capabilities are the most drastic improvements to robot vacuums over the past 10 years, but not every vacuum is made equally. Some, like the Roomba i7, utilize a main camera up top and a set of sensors around the vacuum, while vacuums like the Roborock S5 and the DEEBOT OZMO 950 utilize a more precise, laser-guided navigation array up top. Despite the differences in technology, the technique itself is also different between these vacuums as well. While cleaning an area, both the Roborock S5 and the DEEBOT OZMO 950 will trace the outline of an area first, then move inward in a grid-like pattern until the area is covered. The Roomba i7 typically does the opposite and cleans the middle first, making its way out to the corners and edges later. There's a marked difference in efficiency between these methods, and the Roomba tends to take longer to clean the same area and, in our whole home tests, did not seem to clean quite as much space either. There's a possibility that this could be a difference in calculation, but the Roomba's clean report map isn't quite as detailed as the other two either, specifically because it does not include the path that was taken on the map. This makes it somewhat difficult to directly compare what was clean and what was missed out without guessing just a little bit. All in all, it appears that the other two robots were able to clean 100 square feet more than the Roomba, and they did it in less time too. There's a fairly negligible difference between the OZMO 950 and the Roborock S5 in these metrics, and in all honesty, probably isn't worth mentioning. Something else worth noting, though, is that you can see the real-time location of both the Roborock S5 and the OZMO 950 while they're cleaning, whereas the Roomba does not offer any such option. It's also worth noting that the Roomba i7 will perform worse in a dark room since it relies on a camera for navigation, while the other two vacuums utilize a laser-guided navigation system in which light has no bearing on navigation accuracy or performance. All of these vacuums will create a map after the first run, but the Roomba encourages users to run through the home multiple times to ensure the map has been created accurately. This is done primarily because the vacuum relies on a camera which sees rooms slightly differently depending on the lighting conditions present. That means that even though you can create a map after a single run with the Roomba i7, it's likely not going to be as accurate as the first run maps created by the other two robots here. Roborock does not support multiple floor plans on any of their robot vacuums, while the Roomba i7 and the DEEBOT OZMO 950 do support multiple floor plans for houses with several different stories. This is achieved by docking the robot at another charging station on any additional floors you might have in your home, such as an upstairs loft or a finished basement. As noted previously, the OZMO 950 will be able to create these floor plans more quickly and accurately than the Roomba i7, thus making it a better pick for navigation and planning. Floor plans can be saved and named too, which helps when juggling multiple floor plans in homes. When trying to clean a certain spot in the house, you'll find the OZMO 950 has the most options of these three vacuums. For the Roomba i7, you'll find that iRobot's app will create a map and allow you to custom tailor where rooms begin and end, but the limitation comes when you want to clean a specific spot in the house rather than an entire room. There's no option to send it to a specific area and clean it. Rather, you'll have to either physically walk it to the room and click Spot Clean, or have it clean an entire room at once. Spot Clean is more limited because it's a predetermined size and will not fit all situations or room sizes and shapes. Some iRobot vacuums also have virtual boundaries, so you can mark off parts of the map where you don't want the vacuum to go, but it's restricted for certain high-end models and is not currently available on the i7 we're using for this comparison. Roborock offers better spot cleaning functionality on the S5 when compared to the Roomba i7, as you can either send the vacuum to a specific spot on the map and have it perform the spot clean function, Or you can draw a rectangle around an area and have it specifically clean a custom size location. You can even clean multiple spots throughout the home by drawing multiple rectangles and choosing how many passes you'd like it to clean at each point. Roborock offers virtual boundaries on the S5 and even has no-go zones that can be a custom size or shape rectangle to block off a specific spot on your home, such as pet bowls or around furniture that might have cords underneath, which are easily tangled in the vacuum. ECOVACS lets you do all of the above and more on the Osmo 950. In addition to all this, ECOVACS also offers a way to mark parts of the home as no mop areas, keeping the vacuum off area rugs or in other spots where mopping is not quite a good idea. These areas are only used if the vacuum detects the mopping pad attachment is on and is yet another seamless automated process that only has to be thought about once. Now, to take a look at some other quality of life features that aren't always thought about when deciding on a new robot vacuum. First up, how gentle are each of these vacuums? We've reviewed plenty of robot vacuums that just aren't gentle. They smack into walls, leave lines on baseboards because they drive too closely to the edge, and even plow into legs of furniture and cause dents or scrapes because they can't adequately see the environment. In testing the three vacuums here, the DEEBOT OZMO 950 is the most gentle and agile robot vacuum we've ever tested. Not just the most gentle when comparing these three. ECOVAC's new Navigation 3.0 is an improvement even over what we've seen from the company in the past, and that's not just because the maps can be saved and edited this time either. The vacuum does an impeccable job of navigating around chair legs and not bashing into furniture, something the iRobot Roomba i7 is certainly guilty of doing more than a few times. The Roborock S5 sits somewhere in between the two and has a slightly more aggressive feel to its navigation than the Osmo 950 does, which, in the case of this dining room chair arrangement, means it's able to clean some extra space under the table, while the Osmo 950 didn't want to quite get in there and scrape up the chair legs. Personally, I'd rather have a vacuum that's less aggressive to keep my furniture looking nice than one that's more aggressive and shoves itself into corners and tight spots. Lastly is the decibel rating, which measures how loud each robot vacuum can be. As suction increases and motors improve, the general trend is to have a motor that's quieter and yet still performs better than the previous generations. That's certainly the case with all three robot vacuums, but the Osmo 950 remains the quietest of the three tested here and is quite usable while watching TV under normal operation. Carpet Boost will bring that noise level a little bit higher, but it's still within a reasonable amount, and even then you can run it in quiet mode if that ends up proving to be too loud. We hope you enjoyed that comparison and will subscribe to us for regularly updated content. Chat with us on your favorite social media network, and don't forget to check out AndroidHeadlines.com for 24/7 worldwide tech news coverage. Thanks for watching, and until next time.